Hello Donald, thank you for interview. Can you share what Melania's style was like in her younger years?
Melania's style has always been refined yet bold. In her younger years, even as a model, she gravitated toward pieces that felt natural yet sophisticated. She liked wearing pants, they gave her confidence and suited her active lifestyle. She's always had this ability to look effortlessly chic, and even when she was busy with photo shoots, she maintained a classic, elegant look that made her stand out. Her family in Slovenia valued modesty, so she balanced that tradition with modern touches.
Why did Melania prefer pants in her early days as a model?
For Melania, pants were both practical and stylish. She was often on the move, so she appreciated the comfort and versatility pants offered. Even on days filled with modeling work, she found that pants allowed her to transition easily from one setting to another. Plus, they matched her natural elegance, and she could wear them in a way that felt modern but also grounded in her family's more reserved European style.
What was the fashion influence in Melania's family when she was growing up?
Melania's family valued simple, timeless clothing, which influenced her to this day. In Slovenia, her family appreciated classic European styles, like clean lines, neutral colors, and modest attire. They focused on quality over trends, which Melania carries in her style. Even now, her wardrobe is built around well-made, timeless pieces that are incredibly versatile. This upbringing gave her an instinct for elegance that just seems to come naturally to her.
What did you prefer to wear in your younger years?
Back in the day, I had a pretty straightforward style. I was focused on business and my work in real estate, so suits became my go-to. I stuck to classic black and navy suits, practical and direct, much like my mindset at the time. I didn't think much about it beyond that, really, though I did always like a good quality tie. Over time, I developed my signature look, one that reflected professionalism and ambition.
Can you share a funny memory of you and Melania related to fashion?
One time, early in our relationship, I suggested she try a bold color for an event, something like a bright red dress. She looked at me, amused, and said, "Not unless you'll wear it, too." We both had a good laugh, and while I didn't change her mind that day, I realized that she truly knew what suited her best. It's a light-hearted memory, but it shows just how much Melania has always stayed true to her own sense of style.
How did Melania's career as a model shape her style choices?
Modeling introduced Melania to a wide range of styles and designers, which gave her an eye for quality and detail. She learned which fabrics worked best, how to dress for her body, and developed her sense of elegance. That experience was key. She saw every side of fashion, from the creative to the practical. This background is why she always looks impeccable. She learned firsthand what makes style lasting, not just trendy.
Did Melania's approach to fashion change after moving to the United States?
In some ways, yes. Coming to New York opened up a world of high fashion and iconic designers. She embraced the glamorous, high-end look but kept her European touch. She loves understated pieces but also knows when to turn up the elegance for formal events. Moving here refined her style. She learned to mix the best of European simplicity with American glamour.
Did Melania influence your fashion sense over the years?
Absolutely. Melania has a real eye for what looks polished and professional, and she's nudged me toward more subtle, refined choices. While I stick to my suits, she's encouraged me to try different fabrics or slightly updated styles. I'd say she's made me a bit more aware of details. I don't stray far from my style, but her influence is there, keeping things modern.
What was Melania's favorite casual look when you two were dating?
She liked to keep things effortless. She often wore well-fitted jeans, a simple blouse, and maybe a scarf. It was casual yet sophisticated, and she pulled it off effortlessly. Melania has always liked comfort without losing elegance, and even in casual outfits, she could make a simple look seem unique. I think that mix of style and ease was something that always stood out.
Has Melania ever given you style advice for public appearances?
Yes, she's given me tips here and there. She'll suggest when I should go for a different tie color or a slightly different look. She's very practical and understands that my style represents my message. Once, she suggested a different shade of blue for a tie, saying it looked friendlier. She has a way of balancing what's appropriate with what stands out, and it's advice I trust.
Do you remember any fashion mishaps that happened during public events?
There was one event where a button on my suit popped right before we went on stage. Melania found it amusing but was quick to offer a solution. She said, "Just wear it with confidence, no one will notice." It was a little nerve-wracking, but her humor made the moment feel lighter. That's her, she can make even a small mishap feel like no big deal.
How does Melania decide between dresses and pantsuits for formal events?
It depends on the event's mood and the message she wants to convey. For high-profile occasions, she often prefers elegant dresses that match the event's formality. But if it's something more business-oriented, she'll choose a sophisticated pantsuit, which she feels exudes strength and confidence. She has a good instinct for what works best and uses fashion to express exactly how she wants to be seen.
What role does humor play in your relationship, especially around fashion?
Humor is definitely there. Melania has a dry wit, and she'll joke about certain fashion trends, especially the ones she doesn't care for. She once made a joke about me trying on one of those fashion-forward slim-fit suits, which gave us both a good laugh. Her humor keeps things light, and it's a big part of how we navigate busy, public lives together.
How does Melania influence your son Baron's style choices?
Melania is very involved in guiding Baron's style. She helps him choose clothes that are age-appropriate yet stylish. She teaches him the value of looking well-dressed but comfortable. She knows he's at an age where he wants to make his own choices, so she'll suggest options without being too pushy. Baron's starting to develop his own sense of style, and Melania's influence is definitely there, understated but present.
Does Melania comment on the style choices of other political figures?
She does, but always respectfully. She has a good eye for fashion, so she'll notice when someone looks especially well-dressed or confident. As for Kamala, Melania once remarked on her color choices, saying she appreciated when Kamala wore something that conveyed warmth. Melania believes in the power of style to make a statement, and while she may have opinions, she keeps them positive and focused on the fashion itself, not the person.
How would you describe Melania's signature style?
Melania's style is elegant and timeless, with a strong European influence. She gravitates towards simple, clean lines and luxurious fabrics, which give her look a certain sophistication. She avoids trends, preferring pieces that are classy and flattering in any setting. Whether it's a bold dress or tailored suit, she always looks refined. Her style isn't about drawing attention but about making a lasting impression, and she does it effortlessly.
What colors does Melania usually go for when dressing for formal events?
She loves classic colors, black, white, navy, and occasionally red for something bold. Melania believes colors speak volumes, and she's careful about choosing shades that match the occasion and her mood. For formal events, she opts for dark, elegant colors that highlight her presence without overpowering. She knows color can be a statement on its own, so she selects shades that enhance her style's simplicity and elegance.
Has Melania's approach to dressing changed over time?
Over time, Melania has refined her style, leaning more toward classic, high-quality pieces over seasonal trends. In her modeling years, she experimented more, but now she's all about timeless looks. She focuses on quality and versatility, and her wardrobe reflects that. She's grown into a style that's truly her own, focused on sophistication, elegance, and practicality. This shift has made her style even more iconic.
What kind of clothes does Melania prefer for a relaxed day at home?
At home, Melania keeps it simple and comfortable. She loves soft sweaters, casual pants, and comfortable shoes. She's definitely a fan of looking put together, but she values comfort above all when she's with family. Her home style isn't about impressing anyone, it's all about feeling at ease. Even when she's relaxing, she has that touch of elegance that's just natural to her.
Do you two ever discuss fashion or style trends?
We do, actually. Melania has an eye for trends but is selective about which ones she likes. She'll sometimes mention a new style or trend, but usually with a discerning eye. She's not one to jump into fads, instead, she respects fashion's craftsmanship and chooses pieces that last. She'll point out what she appreciates about a trend but isn't one to be easily swayed by it, she's all about what truly works for her.
How do you feel about Melania's love for pantsuits?
I think pantsuits suit her perfectly. She looks incredibly confident and powerful in them. Melania believes in dressing for the occasion, and when it calls for a more structured look, a pantsuit is her go-to. She knows they command respect and show her strength, but she also brings a certain femininity to the look. It's her way of combining strength and elegance, and I think it represents her well.
Any memorable fashion moments that Melania had during an official event?
There was an event where she wore an all-white pantsuit, and it was truly memorable. She stood out in such a graceful way, and everyone noticed. That's Melania's magic, she knows how to make an entrance with simplicity. She believes less is more, and that outfit proved it. The reaction was overwhelming, and it reminded me of how her style always seems to captivate people.
Does Melania's sense of style influence the way you dress?
It does, to a degree. Melania has shown me that small adjustments can make a big difference. She's suggested subtle shifts, maybe a different color or fabric choice, and it's made me more aware of the impact of these details. She brings a refined sense of style, and while I have my own preferences, her guidance has definitely added polish to how I present myself.
How does Melania's background in fashion influence her day-to-day style?
Her fashion background gives her a unique insight. She understands what works and doesn't waste time on pieces that won't last. Her training taught her about fit, color, and quality, and she applies that knowledge daily. That's why she's always so impeccably dressed, she knows what looks right and doesn't overthink it. Her fashion instincts are finely tuned, making her style look effortless.
Does Melania ever share fashion advice with friends or family?
Yes, she often does, especially if asked. Friends might reach out for style tips, and she's always happy to help. Melania's advice is practical and never overbearing, she'll suggest something that flatters their personality and body type. She's got a real talent for bringing out the best in people's style. Her guidance is subtle but impactful, and people appreciate her keen sense of what suits them.
Does Melania have a favorite fashion era or style she is inspired by?
Melania admires the elegance of the 1950s and 1960s fashion, particularly icons like Jackie Kennedy. She loves the clean lines, tailored fits, and structured styles of that time, which suit her refined aesthetic. She often incorporates these classic elements into her wardrobe, blending them with modern touches. It's a style that emphasizes grace and class, and she brings that inspiration into many of her outfits today.
How does Melania approach packing and dressing for international trips?
Melania is meticulous when it comes to packing for trips. She considers each event, the country's culture, and the weather, and then plans each outfit carefully. She loves researching local customs, respecting the countries we visit by incorporating subtle nods to their culture. For her, it's about honoring the place and people, and she truly believes clothing is a way to connect across cultures.
Does Melania like to accessorize or keep things minimal?
She leans toward minimalism, letting her outfits speak for themselves. Melania believes that accessories should enhance, not overpower. You'll see her in delicate jewelry or perhaps a classic watch, but rarely anything flashy. She might add a statement piece for special occasions, like a unique brooch or bracelet, but her approach is subtle elegance, letting her natural grace shine through.
Has Melania's style influenced the way she decorates your home?
Absolutely. Her preference for simplicity, elegance, and quality carries into our home. Melania chooses classic furniture, neutral colors, and rich fabrics. She likes clean lines and uncluttered spaces, which make our home feel inviting yet sophisticated. She's intentional about creating an environment that feels both timeless and personal, and I'd say our decor is a reflection of her fashion sense.
What was it about Melania's style that initially attracted you to her?
From the start, her style radiated confidence and individuality. She wasn't trying to impress anyone, she simply wore what suited her best. I noticed her sense of self and elegance right away. She didn't chase trends, she set her own. That confidence and classic style drew me in. Melania's style made it clear she was comfortable in her own skin, and that's a rare quality I admired deeply.
Has Melania passed on any style advice to Baron as he's grown up?
Yes, she has. Melania guides him toward simplicity and quality, much like her own style. She emphasizes that good clothing should feel comfortable and fit well, avoiding flashy trends. She believes he'll find his style over time, but she encourages him to choose classic pieces. Her approach isn't about strict rules but rather about fostering confidence and self-expression in what he wears.
How does Melania decide between pants or a dress for different occasions?
It depends on the formality and her mood. For formal events, she often gravitates toward dresses to maintain a refined look, but she chooses pants when the occasion is slightly more relaxed. Melania loves pantsuits for their power and polish. She's selective about what she wears and considers comfort, but she always picks what aligns with the event's tone.
What was Melania's style like before you met her?
Before we met, Melania's style was bold yet sophisticated, influenced by her modeling work. She explored trends more freely then, but even back then, she preferred classic silhouettes. She wore what made her feel confident and embraced European influences in her wardrobe. Her sense of style evolved over time, becoming more refined, yet she's always stayed true to her roots in simplicity and elegance.
Does Melania have any fashion rituals before an event?
Yes, she's methodical. She tries on each outfit, considering how it moves and feels, then selects accessories carefully. Melania likes to get a sense of the setting, so she can choose what suits the environment. It's her way of ensuring she's perfectly prepared, and it gives her confidence. Her routine isn't overly complicated, but it's thoughtful, and it sets her at ease before any big appearance.
Are there any fashion brands Melania particularly admires?
She appreciates brands known for quality and craftsmanship rather than labels. She admires Dior, Givenchy, and Ralph Lauren for their timeless pieces and tailored designs. She values pieces that stand the test of time, focusing on materials and cuts that won't fade with passing trends. Melania believes in investing in pieces that last, and these brands align with her values on quality and style.
How does Melania's European heritage influence her style choices?
Her European background brings a certain elegance and sophistication. Growing up in Slovenia, she was influenced by classic European fashion, tailored, sleek, with attention to detail. She's always been drawn to high-quality fabrics and well-structured pieces. This heritage has shaped her unique taste, giving her a refined style that stands out in America while still reflecting her roots.
How does Melania choose what to wear at home compared to public events?
At home, she's incredibly relaxed and prefers comfortable pieces, often soft sweaters, tailored pants, or even simple dresses. She loves feeling comfortable yet put together. For public events, though, she'll elevate her style, selecting formal dresses or power suits. She has an incredible sense of occasion, knowing exactly how to dress for each environment without sacrificing her signature style.
Does Melania enjoy experimenting with new trends, or does she stick to her classic style?
Melania appreciates trends but doesn't let them dictate her choices. She likes to stay updated, sometimes integrating a modern piece or a trendy accessory, but she won't compromise her taste. Her approach is refined, she'll experiment subtly, ensuring it aligns with her style. If she tries a trend, she makes it her own, combining it with classic elements that make it timeless.
Are there any colors Melania prefers or avoids?
She gravitates towards neutral tones: black, white, beige, and navy. They match her sophisticated, classic aesthetic and work well for various events. She's also a fan of bold colors like red, but only when the occasion calls for it. She avoids overly bright or loud patterns, favoring solid colors that complement her features. Her color choices reflect her understated yet powerful elegance.
What has Melania taught you about style over the years?
She's shown me that style is truly an extension of who you are. Melania's confidence and authenticity shine through in her clothing choices. She's taught me the importance of quality, simplicity, and wearing what makes you feel like yourself. Watching her approach to style, I've learned that elegance isn't just about the clothes but also about how you carry yourself.
How does Melania's style help her connect with people at events?
Her style is inviting and respectful. She chooses clothing that honors each event and culture. When abroad, she'll often incorporate a nod to the local culture, which people genuinely appreciate. It's her way of connecting without words, showing she values their customs. She believes fashion can bridge differences, and people resonate with that effort.
Are there any designers Melania has a strong personal
Yes, she's
connection
had relationships with several designers, especially those who value elegance and classic design. She admires the timelessness of brands like Valentino and Oscar de la Renta. Melania values these designers' commitment to quality and craftsmanship, and they understand her understated, yet sophisticated style. They work with her to create pieces that reflect her vision without overshadowing her personality.
Does Melania believe in following specific fashion rules?
Not exactly, she believes in dressing for herself and the occasion rather than strict rules. She has a clear sense of what suits her and doesn't feel compelled to follow rules unless they make her feel comfortable and confident. If she doesn't feel comfortable in something, she won't wear it, simple as that. Her rule is more about respect for herself and the event rather than rigid fashion do's and don'ts.
What's a funny fashion-related memory you have with Melania?
There was one time at a formal dinner when she wore a stunning gown, but halfway through, she realized the zipper was caught. She laughed it off and had to rely on me to help fix it without causing a scene. She's so composed that even a wardrobe mishap doesn't faze her, she finds the humor in it. Moments like these remind me of her grace under pressure.
How does Melania balance style with practicality when traveling with Baron?
Melania is incredibly organized when it comes to traveling with Baron. She'll choose outfits that are comfortable yet elegant, keeping it practical for a busy schedule. She'll wear tailored pants and a chic top, something she can move around in easily but still look polished. She's mindful of being on her feet and always has a backup plan for unexpected weather or long flights.
Does Melania have a go-to outfits when she's in a hurry?
Absolutely, Melania has a simple but stylish go-to, a well-fitted blazer, crisp white shirt, and tailored pants. It's an effortless combination she can rely on to look polished without much effort. She likes outfits that give her confidence and comfort, and this look is timeless. She'll add a subtle accessory or change up the color, but it's her tried and true choice for a quick, classy look.
How would you describe Melania's personality through her wardrobe?
Her wardrobe reflects her elegance, confidence, and grace. She's not flashy, she prefers simplicity and quality, which says a lot about her character. Melania is thoughtful, choosing pieces that respect each occasion, yet she never tries to stand out for the sake of it. Her style is her personality, refined, strong, and subtle, reflecting her poise and intelligence.
Has Melania's time as First Lady influenced her fashion in any way?
Definitely. Her time as First Lady made her more aware of how her clothing choices could send a message. She's more deliberate, choosing outfits that represent the American people respectfully. She values what her image conveys, so she's thoughtful about each piece, whether representing the country abroad or at home. Her role has refined her style, focusing on timeless elegance.
Does Melania ever seek your opinion or her outfits?
Occasionally, she'll ask for my opinion, especially if it's an outfit for an important event. Melania is very independent, though, and trusts her own judgment. Sometimes, I'll say a color looks fantastic on her, or she might ask if something seems too formal. But ultimately, she wears what feels right for her. She respects my input, but her choices reflect her confidence in her own style.
What values does Melania want to teach Baron about style?
Melania encourages Baron to value authenticity and simplicity. She believes he should wear what feels right for him, not what's trendy. She stresses quality over quantity, telling him it's better to have a few good pieces than a closet full of things he won't wear. She also wants him to see style as a form of self-respect, something that reflects who he is rather than impressing others.
How did Melania's work as a model influence her fashion choices today?
Her modeling years gave her a deep understanding of fashion and what truly suits her. She learned to appreciate well-constructed pieces and developed a sense for what photographs well, which adds to her elegance now. Modeling taught her about balance, proportion, and the importance of quality. She understands how clothes move with her, so every choice is intentional, aiming for a look that feels timeless.
How does Melania feel about casual versus formal fashion?
Melania appreciates both, but her casual style is still polished and put together. She'll wear jeans, but they're always paired with a tailored blazer or a well-chosen top. Formal events allow her to showcase her taste for luxury and elegance. Whether casual or formal, her choices reflect her natural sophistication, and she's always mindful of looking refined without being overly dressed for any occasion.
What are some must-have items in Melania's wardrobe?
Melania swears by essentials like a tailored blazer, classic jeans, and high-quality heels. She's always ready for anything with a black dress, a crisp white shirt, and neutral-tone sweaters. She values versatility and chooses pieces that are easy to mix and match. Each item in her wardrobe is carefully selected, timeless, and chosen for quality, which reflects her preference for lasting, sophisticated pieces over fleeting trends.
How does Melania adapt her style when they're in Mar-a-Lago compared to New York?
In Mar-a-Lago, her style relaxes a bit. She embraces lighter colors, breathable fabrics, and often opts for dresses or even tailored shorts. The resort setting brings out a more relaxed version of her elegance. In New York, her look is sharper, think structured coats and darker tones. She knows how to adapt to her environment seamlessly, which shows her versatility and her appreciation for the character of each place.
Has Melania's style influenced your own over the years?
Without a doubt. Watching her dedication to quality and timeless pieces has made me more mindful of my own choices. I've adopted her preference for clean lines and well-fitted suits, as well as her love for classic styles that stand the test of time. Her influence taught me that personal style isn't just about clothing, it's about feeling confident and representing yourself well, no matter where you are.
Does Melania bring any specific European elements into her home style?
Yes, she values classic, elegant decor that feels welcoming yet refined, which comes from her European roots. You'll see soft colors, rich textures, and minimal but meaningful details. She loves creating spaces that feel calm and timeless, with an emphasis on quality over quantity. Melania has a talent for bringing warmth to our home while maintaining a sophisticated atmosphere, a balance that's distinctly her own.
Are there any style icons Melania look up to?
Melania admires iconic women like Audrey Hepburn and Jackie Kennedy, figures who understood elegance and the power of simplicity. She respects their commitment to timelessness rather than trends. Melania takes inspiration from their approach to style, where clothing complements character rather than overshadows it. Her admiration for these icons drives her to uphold a level of elegance that resonates with her personality.
How does Melania's sense of humor show up in her fashion choices?
Melania's humor is subtle but shines through in her unexpected fashion choices. She might wear a playful print or a bold accessory, things you wouldn't expect but that work perfectly on her. She enjoys the irony in fashion and sometimes has fun with it, whether it's through unexpected colors or quirky details. Her humor and sense of fun make her style dynamic, showing she doesn't take it too seriously.
What do you think is the one thing that makes Melania's style unique?
Melania's style is unique because it's truly her own. She never feels the need to follow trends. She knows who she is, and her choices reflect that confidence. She's elegant without being ostentatious, choosing pieces that enhance rather than overwhelm. This authenticity is rare in today's world, and it makes her style something people admire. She's all about simplicity, elegance, and that certain understated power.
What are Melania's thoughts on suitable fashion?
Melania is mindful of sustainability and appreciates quality pieces that last. She believes in buying fewer but better items, valuing longevity over excess. Her approach is to buy thoughtfully, knowing each piece should serve a purpose and fit well. She's aware of the impact of fast fashion, and her wardrobe choices reflect a commitment to timeless fashion rather than disposable trends, reflecting her care for the bigger picture.
Does Melania have any favorite accessories?
Absolutely, she has a few timeless pieces she's attached to, like classic leather handbags and minimalistic jewelry. Melania isn't one for excessive accessories. Instead, she picks pieces that complement her look without overpowering it. She often wears subtle items, like a watch or simple earrings, which bring out her natural elegance. Her approach is all about enhancing her look, never detracting from it.
How does Melania's style compare to your own preferences in fashion?
Her style is refined and elegant, while mine is more straightforward and business-focused. She values high-quality fabrics and intricate details, whereas I stick to clean lines and simplicity. She's definitely helped me see the importance of choosing well-made pieces. Her preference for timeless elegance has influenced me to be more thoughtful about my own choices, and I find myself appreciating the elegance she brings into our lives.
Has Melania ever shared any fashion advice with you?
She has, and it's often about the importance of fit and comfort. Melania believes that if an outfit isn't comfortable, it won't look right, no matter how stylish. She's taught me to pay attention to details like tailoring and material quality, reminding me that well-fitted clothes make a world of difference. Her advice has made me more aware of how much confidence and comfort go hand in hand in style.
How does Melania balance classic style with modern trends?
She has an amazing way of blending the two seamlessly. Melania may add a trendy item, like a particular shoe or accessory, but always keeps her base outfit classic. She ensures trends don't overpower her natural elegance. It's a unique approach. She's current without looking like she's trying too hard. Her style is contemporary but stays true to her timeless aesthetic, which makes her look ageless and relevant.
How would you describe Melania's approach to selecting her public appearances wardrobes?
Thoughtful and strategic. Melania considers each event carefully, choosing outfits that reflect its significance and setting. She believes in showing respect through her attire, especially at international events, often incorporating cultural nods to show goodwill. She's aware that what she wears sends a message, and she uses that to connect meaningfully. Her choices are never accidental, they're part of her way of communicating respect.
What inspired Melania's love for well-tailored pants?
Melania loves pants for their versatility and elegance. Early in her modeling career, she realized that well-fitted pants could convey both strength and grace. Pants became her go-to because they can be dressed up or down and are ideal for her lifestyle. Whether she's in a casual pair of jeans or tailored trousers, pants allow her to look sophisticated while staying comfortable and active, a balance she values highly.
Does Melania have a particular comfort outfits she wears at home?
Absolutely, she keeps it simple and comfortable at home, often opting for soft sweaters or simple cardigans paired with fitted pants or leggings. Melania believes that relaxation and comfort don't mean sacrificing style, so even at home, she chooses clothes that are soft yet elegant. It's her way of creating a warm and inviting atmosphere, and she even encourages me to find comfort in my clothing choices too.
Has Melania ever influenced your style choices with specific advice?
Yes, she has a knack for picking things that are classic but contemporary. She often encourages me to try a different color or a slightly new style, all while keeping my look sharp. She reminds me that a small update can keep things fresh without needing to follow trends. Her advice has definitely made me more open to subtle changes, knowing that even small adjustments can make a difference.
Does Melania have a favorite memory from her modeling days?
Melania talks fondly of the friendships she built and the unique experiences modeling gave her. She remembers the excitement of her early photo shoots and the joy of working with talented people from around the world. Modeling taught her a lot about independence, discipline, and confidence, which have shaped who she is today. Her memories from that time hold a special place for her and remind her of how far she's come.
Does Melania have a favorite outfit style when attending international events?
For international events, Melania likes to incorporate subtle elements of the host country's culture, often through colors or patterns. She believes this small gesture shows respect and interest, creating goodwill. At the same time, she stays true to her classic style, favoring clean lines and minimal accessories. It's a thoughtful balance she manages well, and it's one of the things that makes her presence resonate globally.
How does Melania view the concept of luxury fashion?
Melania appreciates luxury, but she defines it as quality and timeless design rather than price tags. To her, luxury is about the feel of the fabric, the fit, and the craftsmanship. She'll choose a well-made classic piece over something flashy any day. Her taste in luxury is refined, and she believes in buying fewer but better items. This philosophy has influenced her whole approach to fashion and how she curates her wardrobe.
What kind of outfits does Melania recommend for Baron?
Melania encourages Baron to find his own style but always suggests classic, well-made pieces. She wants him to feel comfortable yet look put together, and she guides him towards simple items that suit his personality, like structured jackets and clean-cut shirts. She believes young men should learn the basics of style early. Melania has an eye for detail and insists on quality, which she wants Baron to appreciate as well.
Does Melania have a specific fashion motto she follows?
Her motto could be less is more. Melania values simplicity and elegance over elaborate outfits. She believes that true style is about enhancing natural beauty rather than overshadowing it. This minimalist approach guides her choices and makes her stand out in any setting. She feels that one's personality should shine first, with fashion as an enhancement, not the focal point, which is a powerful message she lives by.
How does Melania's fashion choice reflect her personality?
Melania's fashion is a perfect match for her: understated, elegant, and authentic. She doesn't try to impress with excess or follow trends. She's all about classic elegance that reflects her calm and steady nature. Her choices are a blend of grace and strength, showing confidence without arrogance. It's this alignment between her personality and style that people find so captivating. She's always genuine, and her fashion is just an extension of that.
Does Melania have any style traditions she follows for special family events?
Yes, for special occasions, Melania often incorporates pieces with personal or family significance. She might wear a gift from her mother or a piece that holds sentimental value. She values family history, and incorporating these elements into her wardrobe is her way of honoring those connections. This practice brings a lot of meaning to her style, especially on important days, adding depth to her look beyond what's visible.
How does Melania's upbringing influence her wardrobe choices?
Melania grew up with a respect for quality and hard work, which is reflected in her choices today. Her family valued practical, well-made clothing over flashiness, and this instilled in her an appreciation for durability and timeless style. This background means she's more interested in clothing that lasts and serves a purpose rather than following every trend. Her choices today are still guided by that value of practicality and quality.
How does Melania like to prepare her look for high-profile events?
Melania approaches high-profile events with a lot of thought. She considers the message she wants to convey, whether it's strength, respect, or elegance, and then chooses her outfit accordingly. Her goal is to reflect the occasion's importance, and she believes in being respectful to her hosts by dressing appropriately. It's her way of connecting with people, showing them she respects their culture and the significance of the event.
Does Melania believe in coordinating outfits with you?
Occasionally, yes. She doesn't make a big deal out of it, but she'll make sure our outfits complement each other at significant events. She might suggest a tie color or style that pairs well with her dress, but it's all subtle and tasteful. Melania believes in unity in presentation without being overly matching, keeping it elegant but harmonious. It's another example of her attention to detail and her approach to balanced style.
What advice does Melania give on balancing comfort and style?
Melania always emphasizes the importance of comfort without sacrificing style. She believes that when you're comfortable, you carry yourself better, which impacts your whole look. Her advice is to prioritize quality fabrics and tailoring, which allow you to feel good while looking polished. This has influenced my own wardrobe. Now I appreciate the balance of well-fitted, comfortable clothing, thanks to her insights on the subject.
Has Melania introduced any new color choices to your wardrobe?
Absolutely. Melania's encouraged me to incorporate a few softer tones and modern colors into my wardrobe. She believes that the right colors can bring out your personality subtly, so she's pushed me to experiment beyond my usual choices. Now, I find myself occasionally reaching for items I wouldn't have considered before, and it's refreshing to have that extra variation, thanks to her influence.
Does Melania have any favorite fashion memories from her childhood?
Melania has fond memories of her childhood in Slovenia, where fashion was more about practicality and durability. She recalls wearing simple, well-made clothes that could withstand outdoor play and long winters. Her family valued items that lasted, which taught her to appreciate quality over quantity. These early experiences shaped her love for classic, enduring pieces and gave her a lasting appreciation for well-crafted clothing.
How did Melania's early career as model shape her style today?
Her modeling career exposed her to high fashion but also taught her the value of minimalism. Working with designers around the world showed her the power of simple, elegant silhouettes. She learned that sometimes less is more, which is why she's drawn to clean lines and timeless pieces. That experience influenced her own style, making her a pro at blending sophistication with subtlety, a style that's instantly recognizable as hers.
What type of clothing does Melania prefer for family outings?
For family outings, Melania keeps it relaxed but stylish, opting for jeans or casual pants with blouses or fitted sweaters. She values being comfortable, especially when we're with Baron, but she never loses her sense of style. Melania believes that family time should be about connecting, so her outfit choices are always practical but polished. It's her way of being present and engaged while still expressing her personality through her clothing.
How has Melania's European heritage influenced her wardrobe?
Melania's European roots add an elegance to her style. Growing up in Slovenia, she was influenced by both traditional and modern European fashions, which emphasized quality and understated elegance. This heritage is evident in her preference for tailored pieces and luxurious fabrics. Her European background also gives her a certain poise, making her look effortlessly chic. She brings this old world grace to her fashion choices, blending it beautifully with modern trends.
What are Melania's thoughts on wearing high fashion versus classic brands?
Melania appreciates high fashion but values classic brands for their timeless appeal. She doesn't chase trends, instead, she selects pieces she knows will last in her wardrobe. Melania sees high fashion as an art form but prefers classic brands for everyday wear, focusing on quality and longevity. This approach lets her create a versatile wardrobe that stays stylish over time, and it aligns perfectly with her philosophy of elegance and simplicity.
Does Melania have a favorite outfits for relaxing at home?
When she's at home, Melania loves comfortable loungewear, often soft, neutral-tone sweaters with matching pants or leggings. She believes relaxation is key at home, so she goes for clothes that let her unwind fully. Melania keeps it simple yet elegant even at home, creating a sense of calm around her. She's often in shades like beige or soft gray, which match her serene approach to our home environment. It's her way of feeling balanced and comfortable.
How does Melania encourage Byron to express himself through fashion?
Melania supports Baron's style choices, but she encourages him to stay classic and age-appropriate. She gives him the freedom to experiment within a framework of simplicity and quality. Her guidance helps Baron find his own style, steering him toward pieces that look sharp but aren't too flashy. She believes that self-expression is essential but should always reflect character, and that's something she instills in him gently but effectively.
Does Melania's approach to fashion change based on location?
Definitely. Melania is very thoughtful about location. Whether we're in New York or traveling internationally, she considers the setting and culture in her fashion choices. For warmer places, she'll opt for lighter fabrics and softer colors, while colder locations bring out her love for tailored coats. She believes that dressing to respect the location shows consideration, and it's one of the ways she connects with people wherever we go.
What role does Melania's sense of humor play in her fashion choices?
Melania has a subtle sense of humor and enjoys playful touches in her outfits occasionally, especially in more casual settings. She might add an unexpected pop of color or a quirky accessory just for fun. She doesn't take herself too seriously, which makes her style more approachable. This light-hearted approach allows her to enjoy fashion without feeling restricted, making her style both elegant and refreshingly down-to-earth.
How does Melania prepare for formal event versus family gathering?
For formal events, Melania's choices are structured, often leaning towards gowns or classic suits. She believes in representing the occasion's importance. In contrast, for family gatherings, she's relaxed and may opt for something softer and less structured, like dresses or slacks with a cozy sweater. It's her way of setting the right tone for each event while keeping her style intact, creating a warm atmosphere for family and a polished presence for formal occasions.
Does Melania believe in investing in custom-made outfits?
Melania values custom pieces for their perfect fit and quality. She believes that tailoring brings out the best in any outfit, so she occasionally invests in custom-made items, especially for high-profile events. She feels that a well-tailored garment enhances not just appearance but confidence too. This attention to fit and detail is a reflection of her high standards and her belief that style is about how clothing complements one's natural shape.
Has Melania ever surprised you with her fashion choices?
Yes, she keeps things interesting by occasionally stepping out of her usual style. Sometimes she'll surprise me with a bold color or unique design that's different from her classic choices. She enjoys experimenting but never strays too far from her own style. These surprises keep things fresh and show her creative side, but they're always done tastefully. It's one of the things I admire about her. She knows when to stay classic and when to surprise.
How does Melania balance being a public figure with her fashion choices?
Melania understands that her style is under constant observation, so she balances her personal taste with a respect for her role. She's thoughtful about what she wears in public, choosing styles that represent her values and her position. Her priority is always to be respectful of the audience and setting. This sense of responsibility influences her choices, and she carefully balances personal expression with the image she represents.
What advice does Melania have for people developing their own style?
Melania believes that personal style is all about understanding yourself. Her advice is to invest in quality, avoid trends, and focus on what makes you feel confident. She says that once you know what suits you, dressing becomes effortless. Her perspective is that style should reflect personality, not trends. This advice stems from her own journey, where she learned that timeless pieces and self-awareness are the foundation of true style.
How has Melania's sense of style evolved over the years?
Melania's style has always been elegant, but it's become more refined over time. She's developed a strong sense of what suits her and doesn't feel the need to follow trends. Her style has become a blend of sophistication and confidence, showing her growth. She focuses on timeless elegance, and with each passing year, her choices become more about quality and lasting appeal. It's a reflection of her maturity and self-assuredness.
Does Melania have a favorite fashion icon or inspiration?
Melania admires icons like Audrey Hepburn and Grace Kelly, who embodied elegance and simplicity. She appreciates their timeless, understated style and the way they used fashion to enhance, not overshadow, their personalities. These women inspired her to focus on classic beauty and to let her own personality shine through her choices. She's inspired by how they carried themselves with grace, a quality she values deeply in her own life and style.
What type of clothing did Melania wear when she first started modeling?
In the early days of her modeling career, Melania wore a wide range of styles, from high fashion gowns to avant-garde pieces. Modeling taught her versatility, as each shoot had a different theme. She learned how to embody various looks, which ultimately strengthened her own sense of style. That exposure to diverse fashion shaped her preference for bold yet refined outfits, helping her to seamlessly switch between elegant dresses and casual chic.
How did Melania's European background influence her taste of fabric and textures?
Growing up in Europe, Melania was surrounded by a tradition of fine craftsmanship and luxurious fabrics, which influenced her preference for rich textures. She appreciates fabrics like silk, wool, and cashmere that feel both timeless and sophisticated. Her European background taught her to look for quality and detail, and it's why she loves materials that have both elegance and durability. It gives her a unique edge, blending classic European taste with a modern touch.
What's Melania's approach to accessorizing her outfits?
Melania prefers minimal but impactful accessories, and she often believes less is more. She tends to go for one standout piece, like a watch or a pair of elegant earrings, rather than overwhelming an outfit. Her view is that accessories should complement, not overshadow, the outfit. This approach allows her to maintain an effortless, elegant look without too many distractions, and it's a style choice she's stayed true to over the years.
Does Melania have a color she avoids wearing?
Melania typically avoids very bright or neon colors, as she feels they don't match her personality or style. She gravitates towards more muted, classic shades that exude elegance, like navy, black, cream, and sometimes red or emerald. She believes that classic colors allow her to convey confidence and sophistication. These colors suit her preference for understated elegance, helping her make a statement without needing to rely on trends or loud hues.
What fashion advice does Melania give you?
Melania encourages me to stick with classic cuts and neutral tones. She believes a man's wardrobe should be timeless, emphasizing quality over quantity. Melania reminds me that a well-fitted suit or a classic shirt can be powerful without much else. She has a good eye for quality, and she's definitely influenced me to prioritize well-made, comfortable pieces. Her advice keeps me looking sharp and also keeps our wardrobe choices cohesive.
How does Melania decide between wearing pants and dresses for events?
Melania chooses based on the formality and comfort required for the event. For more casual or day events, she often opts for pants or tailored trousers, which allow her to move freely. For formal events, she leans toward dresses that reflect the occasion's elegance. Her choices always reflect her keen sense of style but also practicality. She's a strong believer in dressing appropriately and feeling comfortable in what she wears.
What types of footwear does Melania prefer?
Melania prefers elegant yet comfortable shoes, often classic pumps or sleek boots. She values comfort but always looks for designs that complement her outfits. She's also careful about choosing footwear that suits the event, from understated heels for formal occasions to stylish flats or boots for more casual settings. Her choice of shoes aligns with her belief in balance. She's all about elegance without sacrificing practicality.
How does Melania's personality shine through in her fashion choices?
Melania's style reflects her calm, thoughtful personality. She's not someone who chases trends, instead, she chooses pieces that are classic and polished, which speaks to her grounded nature. Her outfits are often a mix of subtle elegance and confidence, showing her strong sense of self. She doesn't need to make loud statements because her presence does that naturally. Her style is a reflection of who she is: refined, poised, and quietly confident.
How did Melania's family view fashion growing up?
Melania's family saw fashion as something practical and respectful. They believed in dressing well without extravagance, which instilled in her a sense of modesty and practicality. Her family valued well-made clothing that served its purpose and held up over time. This upbringing gave her a balanced approach to fashion, focusing on quality and thoughtfulness. It's why she favors timeless pieces and has a certain elegance that feels authentic and unpretentious.
What do you think is the most unique aspect of Melania's style?
Melania has a rare ability to mix elegance with simplicity. She never goes overboard and manages to make even the simplest outfit look extraordinary. Her attention to detail, like tailoring and fabric choice, sets her apart. She knows how to highlight her best features subtly, which is truly unique. There's a quiet strength in her style that's both classy and powerful, and it's what makes her stand out. She's all about refined elegance.
How does Melania prepare mentally for high-profile events?
Melania approaches high-profile events with a sense of calm and focus. She believes in preparing both physically and mentally, and her wardrobe reflects that mindset. She chooses her outfits in advance, allowing her to enter events with confidence and focus on the people around her rather than herself. Her approach shows her respect for the role she plays. It's about being poised and making sure she feels at ease to truly engage with others.
Does Melania prefer fitted or flowing garments?
Melania appreciates both styles depending on the occasion. For formal events, she often chooses fitted dresses that enhance her silhouette and reflect her elegance. However, for more relaxed settings, she enjoys flowing garments that allow her to move freely and comfortably. She's always mindful of balancing comfort with style, and she believes that each type of garment serves a purpose in creating the right impression for different occasions.
How does Melania handle criticism about her fashion choices?
Melania is very confident in her own style, so she doesn't let criticism affect her. She believes that fashion is a personal choice and doesn't feel the need to explain her decisions to everyone. Melania focuses on wearing what makes her feel confident and true to herself. If anything, she views criticism as a sign that she's making an impact. Her belief is that fashion should reflect the individual, not be dictated by others' opinions.
How would you describe Melania's look for official portraits?
Melania's look in official portraits is always very classic and composed. She often opts for solid colors and structured designs, which project strength and dignity. Melania wants her portraits to reflect not just her personal style but also the professionalism of her role. She carefully considers the setting and her attire to ensure the images are timeless. It's part of her respect for the position and for the legacy that these portraits will hold.
Does Melania incorporate any symbolic colors in her wardrobe?
Melania occasionally chooses colors with symbolic meanings, especially for major events. For example, she might wear white to represent peace or strength, and sometimes she'll choose blue for calmness and unity. She's thoughtful about her choices and understands that color can convey messages beyond fashion. She doesn't do this often, but when she does, it's intentional. It's her way of showing respect for the event and its significance.